I became involved in the Women's Fund after Barb Zeckhausen came back from Beijing and had her wonderful Beijing reporting conference here. And I was fascinated when she decided that we needed a women's fund to fund projects for women. And I did some investigation about what was happening with women's groups in the state. And donations and charitable support was going primarily to organizations that served men and boys. And I realized that women's organizations were just not getting the same kind of generous support from donors. So I joined her enthusiastically on the Women's Fund board, that first board, and became chair thereafter, and more learned about the issues that were facing women in New Hampshire, women and girls. And we did early research with Margie Smith when she founded the Women's Policy Institute, and found, interestingly enough, that of all the corporations in New Hampshire, only 6 of the people who were on the boards of those corporations were women, all over New Hampshire. And probably 3 or 4 of those were the same woman. And when I first took that data with Barb to a banker that we wanted to talk to, he said, well, where would I find a woman to serve on my board? And we were just struck by that. And then we had talked to one of the young women who was on a bank board, actually. Her field was finance. Her family had always been in finance. And she said when she spoke up at the bank board meeting, the other gentlemen sitting around her would say, isn't that cute? She understands that finance. Those are the kinds of things that keep me very interested and involved. I've also been chair of the board of Planned Parenthood of Northern New England. And right now they're trying to cut all the funding, and the number of women in New Hampshire for whom Planned Parenthood is their only affordable health care, reproductive health care. There seems to be no understanding of how important that is and how much money that would save the state. If they eliminate the federal funding, which has been here since that radical President Nixon created it 43 years ago, it is appalling to think of us going back in time so that our daughters and our granddaughters might have to not get the health care they need if they don't have enough money to go to a private physician. So it's just extremely important that that's why I'm still involved, so that people are aware of those issues and what they mean. This is not just a silly little thing to end Title X. This would be a huge cost to New Hampshire and to women.